Yeah, he's got left.
If I have another glass of that stuff, I'm gonna light up.
Well, I'll certainly have one.
Cliff?
Oh, yeah, it's a festive occasion. Gavin is getting out of jail for Christmas. Thanks, Calvin.
Julius?
No, I don't need any.
Calvin, you really should have brought your partner Damien, or did he have to work tonight?
Well, I don't think he has to, but I have a feeling he is anyway.
You're sure about this, huh, Chummy? No chance of a mistake.
Sure, I'm sure. Look, I never met this guy Earl Gander before, but I know that's not him.
Who says so?
That guy I met, that rich guy, he's the one that tipped me off. He says he knows him from way back. His name is Tyler. Hey, look, search him. Maybe he's got a gold badge in his pocket.
You better be right about this, Chummy.
Hey, look, I've been doing a little checking around. Earl Gander ain't been seen for weeks. And when they do see him, he's 5'9", and he's got reddish hair.
Yeah, well, all right, listen, Chummy, that's good work. Thanks for calling. I appreciate it. That's terrific. I'll be talking to you in a couple of days. All right, babe?
Hey, look, I don't know what you're talking about, but Vince and me are out, you hear? We're out. And if you're talking to that guy, you're halfway to the slammer now.
Yeah. Okay, good. Bye-bye. I'll talk to you. What do you say we get out of this place, huh? This joint's starting to smell like a brewery.
Hey, what about the chicks, Eddie?
You're probably right. They're not going to show up. Anyway, I'm getting hungry. Here you go, babe.
Hey, wait a minute. We could order some food and have it brought up.
That's all right. I don't want to mess up the place.
I'm glad it could be arranged, Gavin. I'm sure you'll enjoy being out of this place at Christmas time.
Oh, yeah. But I really didn't think there was a chance of me getting out, Mr. Carr. Not after what I did. I mean, running away the first time.
Well, I'm sure you know what kind of assurances we had to give the court about this.
I don't know how you talked him into it.
I can't take the credit. Cliff made the argument, and Miles helped a great deal by suggesting that you be released into his custody.
I won't let him down, Mr. Carr. I hope you know that.
I'm sure you won't, Gavin.
I guess this means I'll have to stay at the Kavanaugh's place, huh?
Now, that shouldn't be too much of a hardship.
No, not with Jody there, no. I just don't know how I'm going to take all these changes. Going from a jail cell to a penthouse, then back again.
Gavin, I can't make any promises, but after Christmas, if the trial date still holds, Cliff could make another application to keep you free until the trial.
God, what a relief that would be. You know, Mr. Carr, for a man who's trying to put me in prison, you're not so bad.
Well, our office tries to be fair, Gavin, not just to put people away.
No, I guess what I'm trying to say is that I'm grateful, and thank you.
I have something to thank you for, too.
Me?
Sure. For changing your story about what happened in the dance studio. The exact circumstances of Gunther's shooting. How it happened.
Yeah, I guess I made everybody happy.
Gavin, sometimes the truth may seem like the most damaging testimony, but usually...
The truth? What makes you so sure that's what I'm going to say?
Cliff assured me that you were willing to correct your statement.
Sure, I'm willing to correct my statement. I'm going to be a good little defendant and tell the court the lie everybody wants to hear.
Now, wait a minute,
A
Gavin.
lie is what I'm going to be saying on the witness stand, you know. It's what Cliff wants, it's what Jody wants, it's what Miles wants, it's what you want.
Gavin, I never asked you to lie.
You all did, because it was a sensible thing. It was a smart thing to do, but that still doesn't make it the truth.
Gavin, I've seen those medical reports. I know the facts about that bullet wound. And now I hear you saying something that's almost impossible to believe. And yet somehow I can't help believing you.
How in the world did you get that in the elevator?
What a Christmas spirit, that's all. Watch out, Oscar. Don't knock King Tut off his pedestal.
Where do you want it, Doctor?
I guess we might as well just put it right down here.
No, don't get. You're gonna get pine needles all over the carpet. Come put it out on the terrace until we get everything else right.
Brilliant. Do you understand why I married her now?
It's going to be cold out there.
Well, I don't think the tree will mind. It's used to it where it comes from.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, honey, it's so beautiful. How'd you find it?
Well,
Well, took a little shopping, but it doesn't matter. Even if it were spindly, it's all in the decorating and in the love you put into it.
Anything else I can do for you, Doc?
Oh, Oscar. Thank you so much. Thank you so much for your help.
Thank you, and Merry Christmas.
Merry
Thank
Christmas, Oscar.
Well, now I gotta set up the stand. I'll try to find wherever April hid the Christmas decorations.
Wait a minute.
What?
You deserve a tip, too.
A tip? That's what I call a tip.
Thanks for the tree, honey.
Look, I know we talked about not having one this year because of Jody and Gavin and all that, but that would have been a wrong decision.
I agree. I felt awful about it when I began to hear Christmas carols on the street.
And now look what's happened. Gavin is going to be here, so we got to get this Christmas organized.
Oh, we're going to have a happy one despite everything. You know what I was thinking?
What?
I was thinking maybe we should have a little Christmas party.
What a wonderful idea. A party in a penthouse. We can have everybody look out there and watch the whole city light up like a Christmas tree.
We can invite Mike and Nancy and Derek and a few of our close friends.
You know what I think? I think it might be nice to invite Jinx.
Jinx? Honey, I don't think she qualifies as one of our close friends.
No, I know that, but she does qualify as somebody who doesn't have any place to go this Christmas, and considering her condition...
Yes, it's very likely her last Christmas, isn't it?
Well, now look, I don't want to put a damper on the evening, so if you don't want to include her, that's all.
Oh, no, honey, of course we'll ask her. I'll invite her myself.
Have yourself a merry little Christmas. Let your hearts be light.
Just a second. Derek. Hi. Is this a social visit or am I under arrest?
No, you're not under arrest. I was thinking about something you said this afternoon about never having a Christmas tree.
That's not what I said. I just said that I wasn't going to have one this year. Just like I didn't have one last year. Look, single girls who live alone, we don't get Christmas trees. Come in, Chief.
Well, look, this may not be the biggest or the most beautiful Christmas tree in Monticello, but here I might...
Oh!
But you might like it anyway. It's small, but it's fully
I
qualified.
love it. It looks like one of those little Christmas trees that you find in children's playhouses. It's adorable.
Well, I think you're adorable.
Nations rise, join the triumph of the skies. With angelic hosts proclaim, Christ is born in Bethlehem. Hark the herald angels sing, glory to the newborn King.
That was very good.
You know, all that punch made me a little lightheaded. I think we could use some food.
Yeah, I'm starved.
That's true. Tree trimming does give one an appetite, doesn't it?
Now, how would you know, Julius, since you didn't do any?
That's true. I guess I was too busy.
Well, one thing I think you should all know, and that is that the generosity of your hostesses has been completely exhausted.
In other words, we're out of food. Well, I can't stay anyway. My mother calls me from San Francisco every night at this time.
See, and if you're not there, she thinks the worst, huh?
Yeah. Anyway, thanks so much for having me to your party.
Okay, bye.
Oh, bye-bye.
It was wonderful. Bye-bye.
All right.
Bye.
Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas.
Nice to meet you.
Bye.
Bye-bye. Wait.
Oh, Merry Christmas.
Bye. Merry Christmas.
Take care, Katie.
Well, that's one down, but it doesn't really take care of the problem.
Well, I can take care of the problem easy. What about that Chinese place that's open 24 hours and delivers?
But it's the Christmas season. Do people eat Chinese food at Christmas?
Chinese do.
You know what, Cliff? I think that's a very good idea. We've got a menu in the kitchen. I'll go call.
Well, why don't I help you? I'm an expert at Chinese food.
I can manage, Kelly.
Two heads are better than one.
Hey, Julius. You know, there's something I've been meaning to ask you. Have you ever done any acting?
No, never.
That's too bad. I mean, you're a very good-looking man.
Excuse me, there's something I...
Hey, Julius, did you know that Mitzi's an actress? Really, I mean, she studies almost every night.
Good for you.
You know, you ought to consider it. You might discover some hidden talents.
And even Cliff has gone to a few classes, and he's a lawyer, too.
Listen, honestly, I'm really not interested.
And my acting teacher once studied law.
Yeah, listen, Mitzi, why don't you give Julius some punch? Julius, were you aware of the fact that Mitzi collects dinosaurs?
Yes, just 1 order of honey chicken, but 2 fried rice, 1 shrimp and lobster sauce, 1 char siu ding, and 1 butterfly shrimp. Yes, that's all. Oh, extra duck sauce, please. Thank you. Bye-bye. Well, how was that, expert?
Oh, well done. But I lied. I'm not an expert.
I just wanted to be alone with you for a few seconds.
Yeah, well, your few seconds are up. I think we better...
Come on. The water hasn't even begun to boil yet.
Well, it's not going to boil any faster if we stay in here and wait for it.
You know, you are being particularly unfriendly considering that you did invite me here.
It was Mitzi's idea.
Thanks a lot.
Come on, Calvin. You know I was glad to see you, but I was glad to see Julius and everyone else, too.
Dee Dee, why are you trying so hard lately not to like me?
That's not fair. You know I like you. But I can't love a married man.
Why not? A married man's in love with you.
That's probably the restaurant.
They have got a phone out there. Why don't you let
Well, we
me
should go out there, too. The water's wet.
Oh. You all right?
It's nothing.
No, you burned yourself, didn't you?
Yeah, I got burned all right. And you're the reason.
Phone call for you, Calvin.
Yeah, it's probably that restaurant. You know, they're always plaguing me for my recipe for chicken. Stoner. Tyler called when? But when is he gonna call back? Yeah, I'll be right there. I'm afraid I'm gonna have to leave.
Oh.
Thanks for the party. It was great.
All right. Bye, Calvin.
Bye, Calvin.
Bye, Dee Dee. It's been fun.
I only remember one real family Christmas in my whole lifetime. Gee, it must have been when I was about 7 or 8 years old. Yeah, it was when I was 7. I remember because my mother died the year later, and I can remember all the grown-ups hovering in the corners, whispering, poor little thing, she's only 8 years old. Why is it that grown-ups forget that kids have ears, too?
Because grown-ups are like that. What about your father?
Well, that's why they called me poor little thing. They must have knew then that he wasn't going to be much of a parent for me.
And they were right?
Well, I didn't see much of him after the funeral, and then, well, 6 months later, I had a new mommy.
Aha. Enter the wicked stepmother, huh?
Oh, I would have taken any kind of mothering. It's just that she didn't even want to acknowledge my existence. And in that regard, she agreed with my father. Enough. Listen, it's your turn. Tell me about your family Christmases.
I remember it only too clearly.
Ooh, doesn't sound like they were very merry.
I spent it with my ex-wife's family, out in the country house, the big house. It was a beautiful house. It looked like something off of a Christmas card, but all they would ever talk about is neighbors and horses, and they couldn't stand any of them. The neighbors, that is. They got along all right with the horses.
So, what was your wife like?
To this day, I don't know. But I tell you one thing. When I get married again, if I ever get married again, it'll be to an orphan.
Oh. Well, I don't have any experience with in-laws, so I don't really know what you're talking about.
I hope you don't mind me just helping myself.
No, I told you to feel at home.
Well, I do feel at home. Very much so. What kind of plans have you made for Christmas?
Oh, just the usual things. An endless round of parties, Christmas caroling all over town, romantic sleigh rides through the park. I really don't know what I'm going to say to all my invitations. Is my nose growing?
No. Have you been watering it, though? It's as cute as could be.
Look, I'm not trying to get you to feel sorry for me. I have friends. It's just that, well, I don't feel like spending time with them this Christmas.
You know what you should do?
What?
You should spend this Christmas with a new friend.
Excuse me. Hello.
Hello, Miss Avery. This is Nicole Kavanaugh.
Hi, how are you?
Oh, I'm fine, fine. I was wondering if you'd care to come by our home for a little Christmas party.
A party?
Yes, we're having a few friends over, and I thought you might enjoy meeting some of them.
Oh, yes. Yes, I'd like that a lot. Gee, it's really nice of you and Miles. I mean, Dr. Kavanaugh.
Yes, well, we haven't decided on a time yet since we just thought of the idea, but, I'll drop you a note or give you a call.
Thank you. I'll look forward to it. Bye.
Bye-bye.
Well, how about that? Looks like I'm going to have Christmas plans after all.
No drinks for me. Earl, go ahead. You have a drink.
Hey, why'd you quit drinking, Eddie?
I've had enough. You know, a guy's got to learn when to keep his head clear, you know what I mean?
Right. Hey, what the hell? The boss quits, I quit too. We'll just order food. How's that?
That's okay, mister.
I'll take the tossed salad and striped bass.
Give me a club sandwich and coffee, no sugar.
Right.
Listen, bring the coffee now, will you?
See.
Say, Eddie, you know, you're smart to know when to quit drinking like that. Actually, that's the problem that me and my old lady have been having.
Which one of you two are the boozers?
She is. And believe me, man, there's nothing worse than a woman drunk.
That's too bad.
Actually, Eddie, she's really trying to quit, and that's why I have to call her every now and then to make sure she's still in the wagon, you know. Actually, it's 10 o'clock now. I really ought to give her a call. Is that okay?
What's the difference, now or later?
Hey, well, she's expecting a call from me. Well, you know how it is, Eddie.
You know, Earl, you ought to dump that lush.
It's just not possible. In the first place, she'd sue me for every penny I'm worth. And now that you and me are going to get rich together.
My partners always get rich. I always make sure they get what's coming to them.
Hey, Eddie, you know, you don't have to worry about me. I mean, I'm not going to be greedy like your buddy in New York.
My partner in New York, the hit-and-run accident. I told you about that, didn't I?
Yeah.
You see what happens when you drink too much? You talk too much.
Yeah, I better make that call before the food comes, okay?
Need any help?
Perfect timing. I'm almost finished.
That's just what I figured. How's your hand?
It's all right.
You gotta be careful about burns. Chance of infection. Now, I had a litigation once where this woman got...
Julius, please. No shop talk.
Oh, I was just gonna say that I had to read up a lot on burn injuries, so I know a little something about them. Doesn't look that bad.
It still hurts. Thanks, but still doesn't make it feel any better.
Maybe that's the wrong kind of kiss. I didn't get a chance to meet you under the mistletoe, so this will have to do.
This'll do fine.
Thanks for inviting me tonight. Been thinking about you all week, wanting to see you.
We have a date New Year's.
Well, that seems so far away. Fact is, the time between our dates seems longer and longer all the time. Of course, there is a solution to that.
There is.
Mm-hmm. We could stop having dates. You could marry me.
Oh, Tyler, come on, come on. This had better not be a wrong number.
Hey, Calvin, I gotta talk fast. Eddie doesn't like to be left alone.
Okay, you got anything new?
I got plenty. You can tell the chief I got everything he needs.
You mean it? He actually told you about his buddy in New York?
He did better than that. We're gonna be able to stop this show early. I'm gonna miss that hazardous duty pay.
He actually admitted doing that hit-and-run job? Damien? Come on, Tyler, this is no time to play games. I mean, I am your partner in this case, you know? Tyler? Tyler, what's going on there? Damien!
You two just finishing your breakfast, and I'm on my way to lunch.
I'm so glad to see you going out for change. Who's the date?
Mike and Nancy Carr.
Oh, yes, the Pillars, Monticello Society.
They are two dear, warm-hearted people, and I don't see enough of them. They've been very busy of late.
Well, Mr. Carr hasn't been very busy, if you ask me. As a matter of fact, would you mind telling him for me, Geraldine, to get on his horse and prosecute Gavin Wiley?
Schuyler, that is a table conversation I would much prefer to avoid.
I wish he would hurry up and finish off that trial.
Why, Raven, you also interested in justice?
No, I'm interested in a second honeymoon, and my dear husband won't go overseas until the trial is over.
Oh, my dear, then I must urge Mike to expedite matters.
Oh, Geraldine, I knew you would help me. Have a lovely lunch.
Thank you. Goodbye.
Bye, Geraldine. Oh, Spencer, why don't you see if the newspaper's out there yet, will you?
Yes, sir.
I want to see if there's anything new about the trial.
The last I heard, it's not going to start until after the first of the year. God knows how long it's going to take. I mean, it might take until spring.
It's not going to take that long.
Well, if it does, there's not going to be any more snow in Switzerland. I think it's so silly that we don't go now. Don't you know it? It's perfect at Samoritz this time of year. And if we really hurry, we might
what
get
do you know about this?
What?
It's Damien Tyler. He's been stabbed.
You're kidding.
No. It's all here right in the Monticello News. Doesn't list his condition. He might even be dead.
Not to be so excited. You know that he isn't really going free. He's just coming home for a little while.
Well, now, home isn't exactly the correct word. According to the court order, he has to stay under the watchful eye of his custodian, Miles Cavanaugh.
Yeah, but we want him to stay with us.
Yeah, that poor guy. He's got to live in that penthouse. The law is the law.
Oh, Jody, baby, I thought I was never going to be able to hold you again.
It's just so wonderful. You know, for the first time, I really feel as if Christmas is on its way.
Yeah, I couldn't have asked for a better Christmas present. Well, maybe I could have. I wish Santa had brought me an acquittal.
It's coming up next, Gavin. Don't worry about it. You can count on it.
Cliff, I want to thank you for making everything possible.
Well, Mike Carr pulled a lot of strings, and so did her brother-in-law.
Well, you will be able to thank Miles yourself in a few hours. I mean,
You do know you're coming to stay with us, don't you?
I was told I had no other choice.
You're darn right you don't. Even if the court didn't demand it, I would have.
Well, it's just as well. They rented my old apartment, along with my studio. I would have had to stay at some cheap motel through Christmas, and I can't afford that.
Gavin, look, I don't have to remind you that Miles stuck his neck out pretty far. Personal custody of you and all that.
Oh, Cliff, look, don't worry. I was a fugitive once. It's no fun.
Glad to hear it. And don't worry about your defense. You got a great case, really. Wait to hear my closing remarks to the jury. They'll not only acquit you, they'll give you a ticker tape parade.
That'll be nice.
Okay, Bill. Looks like I'm done here. He's all yours, Jody.
Thanks, Cliff. Bye.
Bye.
He's all mine. Let's have a wonderful Christmas, okay? I mean, let's not talk about the trial or anything that might happen.
That's exactly what I want to. I want us to make believe that everything is fine. I want us to have a beautiful Christmas. Just in case next Christmas isn't so good.
Don't. You are going to spend every Christmas with me.
Yeah, Wally. You're free to go.
No, no, no. I am not a member of the man's family. I am a friend of his. A good friend. A very good friend. Look, just give me some information about the man's condition, all right? No, I can't. I can't come down to the hospital. I don't have the time to. Oh, forget it, all right? Just forget it, will you? You think the man's condition was a state secret or something?
Pardon?
Damien Tyler.
You mean the police detective? The one who was curious about me?
Yeah, that's the one. He's a pretty curious fellow, that Damien Tyler. Well, who knows, maybe this time curiosity will, kill the cop, huh? Forget it, Spencer. Anyway, the newspaper doesn't confirm his condition, and neither will the hospital.
And now you're curious about him.
Yep, that's right. See, I don't like the man very much, Spencer. Seems to me that you don't like him yourself very much, do you?
Goodbye, baby!
Where are you going?
I'm going out.
What is this? I decided to take a day off and spend it at home and everybody's going out here.
Well, we didn't know you were going to be home. You just decided that not too long ago, and I had a lot of vital appointments.
Vital appointments, huh? Well, that usually means what, hairdresser or something?
Yes. I have to do my nails. I'm going to have a pedicure. I'm going to look at some furs.
Oh, yeah? Well, look, don't take Spencer all day, because I'm going to have a meeting this afternoon and I'm going to need him for that.
I called a cab.
Yeah.
Be good.
All right, bye-bye. Oh, I called the hospital about Damien Tyler. They won't give out any information to anybody except for family members.
Well, you're definitely not that.
Well, I don't know. Sometimes I've begun to feel that way with the amount of time the man spends here.
Did, they tell you anything about whether...
Whether he was alive or dead? No, they didn't. The situation looks pretty ominous, though. Yeah.
Better go.
Okay, bye.
Will there be anything else, sir?
No. That's a pretty dangerous profession.
Pardon me?
Being a cop. You know, despite the fact of the feelings that I have towards the man, I can't help being concerned about his condition. I tell you what, Spencer, why don't you take a little trip down to Monticello General?
For what reason?
To find out about Damien Tyler. You know, ask enough questions, you'll be able to find something out.
Very well, Mr. Whitney.
Yeah, sure. Oh, and order some flowers for him. Charge them to me, if he's alive. And if he's not, get him anyway, and we'll send him to his funeral.
Could you imagine that dumb cop getting himself stabbed on the phone? Tell you, that phone will kill you every time. No, I missed the whole thing. I was into John. Yeah. Hey, listen, you can ask anybody. Anybody except that guy Tyler. I don't think he's going to be doing too much talking anymore from now on. All right, listen, Jimmy, I got to go, babe. Yeah, I'll talk to you this week. Goodbye. Who is it?
Police officers.
Yeah, come on in. I was expecting you.
You Eddie Lorimer?
That's right.
My name's Stoner, Detective, Monticello PD. This is Sergeant Mulholland.
Okay, guys, what do I do now? Smoking in the elevator or what?
You can hold jokes, Eddie. We got some questions. What we want from you is answers.
All right, well, listen, I'm not serving tea, so what's this all about?
It's all about you. You and your new partner, Earl Gander.
You do know Earl Gander, don't you?
Yeah, I know Earl. Not too well. We only met about a week ago. In fact, we had dinner last night.
Where was that?
I don't know, some joint, some restaurant in town. Like I say, I'm new here.
Could it be called Tommy's?
Could be. Why don't you guys ask Earl? He's the guy who took me there. He should know.
Yeah, well, we'd like to. You got any idea where we might find him?
What are you telling me? You telling me Earl's in a jam? Let me tell you something. The guy told me he was clean as mom's apple pie.
Where'd you leave Earl at last night, Eddie?
I left him in that restaurant. Listen, I had a couple of drinks. I got a little stoned, and I've been known to tip a little bit. I came home and I slept it off.
Yeah, well, I got a different story for you. I say you left Earl lying on the floor with a knife in his ribs. Now, how's that for a possibility?
What are you saying? You telling me Earl got jabbed last night?
It wasn't Earl, and you know it. It was a cop. A cop by the name of Damien Tyler.
Cop? What are you giving me, cop? Why would a cop be hanging around me telling me he's somebody else?
Come on, you've been around the block more than a couple of times.
Let me tell you something. Why me? I don't understand what this is all about. I'm an investment banker. I come here to open a small...
Shivving him, didn't you, Eddie?
Hey, you know, you're bananas.
You
know
found
that?
out he was a police officer, and that was your way of getting back at him, wasn't it, Laura?
Look. All right, I'm not going to lie to you guys. I don't like cops. I don't like fakes. But I didn't wipe your friend out. Do you understand what I'm saying?
You still carry it, don't you?
No big deal. I carry a ship, so what's that? You're going to tell me that's what put your friend on ice?
Oh, no. You were too smart to use your own equipment. You used a steak knife on him.
You're so smart, you'd know I wouldn't ice a cop. Even if I knew he was a fake, I wouldn't kill a cop.
Yeah, only this time you had a real good reason, because you see, you talked too much. You told your pal Earl about your little business deal in New York, all about collecting on that key man insurance policy.
You're never going to prove that. Never going to prove it, my friend.
Yeah, why not? Because he's dead?
That's one good reason.
Well, how's this for some news, Eddie? He's not dead.
So what? That don't mean nothing.
And here's the bad news, Eddie. This is the reason he's not dead.
The hell is that?
He was wired, Eddie.
What are you saying?
Tyler was carrying this cute little tape recorder on his side the whole time. That's why your knife didn't do its job, and that's why we just happened to have this.
Why'd you do it, Eddie? Because he was stealing from me. He was a thief. With me, I was his best friend, his partner.
Shut it off!
I got even.
Shut it off!
Insurance company. I got mine back. There are rules. There are rules on the street. He knew them. He understood them. You know that last minute before I hit him, he saw me. He understood. That's what I did.
Nice speech, Eddie. Put the cuffs on him, Jack. Now I got a speech for you, Eddie. One I'm sure you've heard before. You're under arrest. You have the right to remain silent. Anything you say will be used against you in a court of law.
Oh, thank God.
That you're still alive?
Know that I got a beautiful nurse.
You just rest. Just take a few minutes.
I was, shocked when I heard the news.
Well, I'm almost as shocked to see you in my room. You just happened to be in the hospital.
No, I was home. Then I saw the item in the paper, and it didn't say much, just that you were hurt and the line of place of duty or something, and it didn't say anything about your condition, so...
Well, my condition just improved considerably, seeing your face. Do I have to see your husband's face, too? He's concerned about my health?
No, he isn't. As a matter of fact, he,
What?
Never mind. How did it happen? I mean, you got stabbed?
I'm a detective. It's in the territory.
Yeah, but weren't you on probation or suspension or something?
Well, actually, I was working on an undercover case. Unfortunately, somebody blew my cover for me.
Are you okay?
Sure, I'm fine. The doctor said nothing terribly vital was hurt. I happened to be wearing something that deflected the knife. What are you doing here?
I don't know. It was just sort of an impulse, and I just wanted to see if you were okay.
Does your husband know where you are?
Mm-mm. He doesn't have to know everything I do, does he? I'm sorry, but your time is up.
Thank you for coming.
Better go.
Mrs. Whitney?
Spencer, what are you doing here?
Well, Mr. Whitney had asked me to come.
Oh, I should have known he would be up to his old tricks.
No, he just asked me to
Yeah,
come.
I know exactly what he asked. You might as well take me home.
All right. All nice and bundled up.
I know this isn't much of a day for walking. But it's all I kept thinking about when I was in that jail cell. Remembering how nice it was just to be able to walk in the park.
Yeah, I guess freedom must seem awfully sweet after it's been taken away, huh?
You just can't imagine. It's gonna seem even sweeter next time they slam that door up behind me.
What happened to our Christmas pledge?
Mustn't forget the pledge. Well then, let's talk about what you want from Santa.
Never mind. I don't want any gifts. Besides, the best possible gift I could have is right here.
I feel the same way. Because I don't have any money, please promise me that you won't buy me anything.
No, I won't. I mean, I know how awful it can be to get something and not be able to give anything in return. I'll tell you what. Let's just give each other 1,000,000 kisses. They won't cost you a thing.
Mike, it must be a very sad thing for you to have a major case like this, to have it involve those two poor youngsters.
Oh, I'm not too happy about it, which is why I assigned it to someone else to actually handle the trial. A young man named Tony Hammersmith.
I will never forget the look on Gavin Wiley's face when he was discovered in the house that night. To this day, I don't understand why Jody and Gavin took such a foolish risk. And there's something else I don't understand. Mike, do you remember the day that you called me and asked me to urge Schuyler to wear his watch on that particular day?
Yes, I remember, and it was very kind of you to cooperate without question.
I know you well enough to know that you never ask for anything without reason. But I have yet to understand that.
Darling, don't you think that you could tell Geraldine, especially now?
Yes, I think she deserves to know. Geraldine, Jody told us that she had seen Schuyler's watch before, but not on him. On the person of Gunther Wagner, on the day of that assault. She claims that he showed her the watch and actually played its melody for her.
Couldn't he have stolen the watch from Schuyler?
Whether he did or not, no such watch was found on the body when the police arrived.
And after that Schuyler had it again.
But I don't see the significance.
We had to find out how Schuyler got the watch back. Now, the logical conclusion would be that he had to be in that studio before the police arrived, and that he took the watch from Gunther's dead or dying body.
Good Lord, Mike.
Now, Geraldine, do you remember what happened to Miles when he went to help Gunther?
Yes, of course, he was knocked unconscious. Oh, but surely you don't think Skylar...
It would be logical to assume that whoever took the watch may be the same person who struck Miles.
But that would mean that he was responsible for Gunther's death.
But that's only if it had been the watch that Jody saw.
And that's why you asked me to urge Skylar to wear that watch.
But it wasn't. That's the main point. The watch was similar in appearance, but it played a different melody. Geraldine, we simply had to find out, and we did. We found out that Jody was mistaken.
Oh. Well, then. That's quite a relief, isn't it?
Hey, you're home earlier than I expected.
Yeah, I bet. You know I was going to be home earlier. You sent Spencer after me.
What?
Mr. Whitney, there's been some kind of misunderstanding that I can't seem to convince
Up to your
Mrs. Whitney.
same old stuff, aren't you? First you used to send Gunther all over Martine Duval. Now we have a little different cast, don't we?
Wait, I don't know what you're talking about. I don't understand a single... Spencer, what's going on around here?
I ran into Mrs. Whitney at the hospital, sir.
The hospital? What were you doing at the hospital?
Oh, Skylar, you know!
I tried to explain that the only reason that I was there was to determine the condition of the detective.
Would you stop lying?
When I saw Mrs. Whitney coming out of Detective Tyler's room, I asked her...
Wait a minute, when you saw what?
When I saw your wife coming out of his room, sir, I asked her...
No, that's all right, Spencer. You can go now.
Yes, sir.
You went to see him?
Oh, so what?
That man has been trying to ruin me, Raven. He's been trying to hurt me every way that he can.
He was just stabbed.
I thought that my enemies were your enemies. And here you are, you're going and you're holding his hand?
I'm going upstairs.
Well, how is he, Raven, huh? Is he on his deathbed? To kiss him farewell?
No, he's fine. As a matter of fact, he's going to be perfectly okay. Does that make you happy?
No.
Well, it does me.